Oh shit, this song's kind of fucking. Hold on, sorry, I'm still setting it up. But the song started playing, and I was like, this song kind of fucks. We gotta... Okay. Anyway, so that slapped. Welcome to What Remains of Edith Finch. It's kind of funny looking. Let me see if I can... Don't mind. I'm just fixing it. There we go. Okay. Exciting. Alright. So this game I've heard is like devastating. I don't know that much about it. I know that it's about like this cursed family where everyone in the family dies all the time. And basically you play as the last surviving member of the family, kind of exploring how everyone else died. And it's just generally sad and terrible. So, oh, things are happening. Oh my god, wait, I hadn't clicked on anything. Okay, things are just going. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Edith Finch. How do I open the book?
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house. I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
I heard a baby dies in
Inside the
this game.
mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Oh. So yeah, the family's cursed and everyone dies all the time.
In her will, my mother left me a key but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back. No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints. The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Look at that house. Oh god. Sorry, I'm clicking stuff.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
It's a funky looking house.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Miss Fiona's trying to interrupt the recording. She keeps messing with the microphone, so...
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house. I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Yeah.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Okay, I gotta figure out how to get in. So maybe the garage or whatever was over here, right? Maybe this way. I supposed to? I can't even start the game. Okay, let's see. Maybe it is something to do with the mailbox. The controls are a little odd. Okay, so I can't get back in there. That missing persons poster down there on the ground. Oh, there's a path around the back. Maybe there's a back door we can get in. Oh, we're going through the dog door. Okay, cool. Let me in.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. For the first time in years, I felt like I was home. But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Edith, Eddie, Dawn, and Lewis. In loving memory of Lewis Finch. December 27th, 1988 to November 21st of 2010. Beloved brother to Edith, son of Dawn. Great grandson to Eddie. Memorial service. The Finch Family Cemetery. So that's my brother because I'm Edith. Probably named after Grammy Eddie, I would assume.
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot. Or how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
So I've got two brothers, Milton and Lewis.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
This is like turbo lock door right here. That's crazy. Okay, we can't get in there. Got ultimate person chair to go upstairs. Let's stay down on this floor though for now. Oh, no. Yeah, see, like I said, controls are a little odd.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
It sank? Where did it sink to? A lot of books in this house. They must have been big readers. It's very... the creators of the game, I can already tell, did a really good job of making this house.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Lived in.
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Okay. I feel as though I've explored down here pretty solidly. So let's go upstairs and see if maybe the key goes somewhere up here. It's probably a cello with a violin, I would guess.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Does that mean I can peek?
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was...
Sorry, Fiona just pushed the key. Push the button. So, okay, here's the family tree, I guess. So, oh, it's interesting. It starts, like, at the bottom. Because this is... Edie. Is Odin here. Okay, I'm trying to piece together this stuff. So I'm assuming the leaves are people who married into the family. Like, probably like Odin and Ingeborg. I'm probably butchered that name, but they probably got married and then maybe had Edie here, and then Edie and Sven got married and had these kids. Maybe. Calvin and Sam look like maybe twins. We have Walter. And then we go up like another generation. We have a Kay marrying into the family somewhere. Maybe. And then we have Gregory, Gus, and Dawn. Oh no, Gregory only lived like 1 year. I think Gregory might be the baby that dies. Okay. So yeah, 76 to 77. 69 to 82. That's also not very long. And then Sanjay, and then we have Lewis and Milton. Oh, Milton was only like 11. Then, yeah. Sorry. Well, now I know that's there. Okay, so I can peek through the little peepholes. Okay, so yeah. Eddie and Sven. They were Sven and Eddie. Gregory, the baby.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Oh, why is his room a bathroom? What? Okay. His little death room is... And then we have, what, Calvin and Sam? But only Calvin's name is on here. He was only 11.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Oh, you can see it's all taped off or roped off over on the left side. Must have been Calvin's side, the dead kid's side. Okay.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
An actress. And we got Barbara. 44 to 1960, so that's not very long either. That's only 16.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Yeah, she died at 16. I want to go look in the peephole downstairs, because I didn't know that was a peephole. Hold on. This one right here, there's a peephole on this door. I want to go see what's in here, and then we'll go back upstairs.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
So that's our little library. We'll go back upstairs. Off into the weird section over here in this house where the building goes all weird. It's all like stacked up. Oh, this looks cursed. We're not going to go in there yet. Let's look at Molly. 37 to 47. That's really bad. That's a 10-year-old.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
They had a cat named Molly, and a member of their family was named Molly. Was the cat named after her, or was it just like a coincidence? I don't imagine it be a coincidence, considering like she's got a whole door that has her name on it, right? Let's see, and oh, this is that stuff is the doors being sealed, so you can't go in. Okay, well, let's go in this room.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Uncle Walter. Funny noises around.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
E. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. That's the right one. Alright.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Right. Oh,
now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Through the hole.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Milton, kitty cat.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door.
A bedroom? Is this
Just like
Molly's
I had no
bedroom?
idea where all this was gonna lead.
Yeah, this is Molly's bedroom. Okay, we snuffed in. We sneaked
I grew
it.
up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Molly Finch, we've got a diary.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Gerbil.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Carrot.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
The fish.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Oh, we messed up the letters. Let me go. I'm just trying to look. So we can go... I think if I do this, it's probably gonna be like, no, I wasn't allowed to leave my room.
Mom, can I come out now?
Mm-hmm.
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Okay, so we're gonna go over here. To the bathroom? A little half bathroom. We're
I
eating
kept eating and eating.
toothpaste. That's probably made with, like, lead. It is the 40s.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Oh, no! Those are poisonous! If they're real holly berries, they're poisonous. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if those are real holly, which they probably
then
are.
I heard chirping outside my window.
Oh god, are we gonna eat the bird?
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
Or am I gonna fall? Oh, I think I'm gonna fall.
And suddenly,
Oh, I'm a cat!
it was a cat.
I can jump. Oh!
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
I'm Molly the cat now, instead of Molly the person this way. Where am I going? How do I... I don't think I can jump that high, dang. Oh, what? Okay.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up.
And fell.
And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
I'm hungry. In the grass? I don't know where I'm going. Like over here?
Rabbits.
Okay, I'm following the sound of the crunching. There they are. Rabbits. Rabbit. Motion sickness. I got it!
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't realize it was supposed to dive.
A mama rabbit.
Come here. Oh, I got it.
She was
I got an
almost too big
achievement.
to carry.
I got an
started
achievement
choking, but I couldn't stop eating.
for not missing. Basically, I'm supposed to be getting the
I
animals
was a shark.
in the tree. I'm rolling. Oh man, I'm rolling all over. Ow, I got stuck on that. No! Keep going. I hit a tree. Keep falling. Ow. Oh, floppins. Okay. To the water. Oh, that's
I rolled
not
off the cliff and into the ocean.
water.
Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Oh, this control is jank. Okay, hold on. It's exclusively arrow control, but the mouse controls the camera.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Come here.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Okay, so I'm guessing I have to keep attacking the seal. I lost it. I don't even know where it went. There. Come here.
I grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water.
Oh, and now
When
I'm
I
on the...
opened my eyes, everything had changed.
I'm an eel! Look at that. Oh, nasty. Or like, what am I? Oh, I'm messing with the letters. Okay, I'm like an octopus, I think. I extend my tentacle out and then push in the space.
Now
Oh,
I was
God.
a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Oh, that's freaking scary.
I wanted to stop it, but also I didn't.
Give me your feet. I got him. Okay, we're gonna continue carrying on. I think I went the wrong way, actually. I think we're supposed to go around the other way. Maybe even out this way. Because I see him, I just don't know how to get to him. There we go. Ew, look how nasty I am. I'm a nasty little thing. Wait, this is the wrong way as well. Give me your leg.
Passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Oh. I'm the toilet monster. The child is the good smell. I'm gonna go eat.
I got closer and closer.
Molly. I'm stuck on this. Not. I'm thinking to the bed, but I don't know. No, I guess it's not the bed. Where am I going? The gerbil?
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Jesus. This is such a fucked up thing. Like, this is like a 10-year-old girl writing this. What? Okay. Okay, so I'm piecing together the story, I guess.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Okay, so I have to go and figure out basically how every single person in this household died. And apparently, Molly got eaten by a tentacle monster. Okay. The door's still sealed, so we can't.
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
See, and then there's like a jellyfish on her head.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Got some freaky stuff around here.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Her room was like a museum.
Okay, so that's a journal. I want to explore the rest of the room a bit first.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Oh my goodness, that
When
is...
Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Construction accident?
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
I want to go... Oh, hold on.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
And then there's my friend Bigfoot, which was...
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
The one that the girl was in, Barbara, she was in that movie. Alright, I want to go check out the bathroom and then we'll go look in the book. Because this is a hell of a bathroom. The whole thing is carpeted. That's disgusting. Okay, I don't
The
know
only
this-
trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
I see ya. Oh, okay, and then there's a secret passageway in here. There's a secret in the bathroom by Sven and Edie Finch.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Alright. Well, I'm not gonna go in there yet. No! No! Okay, I'm in here now anyway, I guess. Whatever.
Sven
What?
gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
So, photography. Explore that section of the house. I don't want to. Can I go back through? I need to look at the book. This door is all sealed up. Let's go check this book out. This is for Sven, I believe. No, this is for Odin. This is like old family member. It's not even a book. It's
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Oops, I accidentally closed out. My bad. Controls. Awkward.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johann. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
That's crazy. He sailed with his house?
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington
That's
sent the
what-
house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
That's what they meant when they said they're bricks from the original house that sunk. That's how it sunk.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay. So that's that story of Odin there and his wife Ingeborg. I accidentally didn't mean to do that. I see. Now we can write that in the book. We figured out
Whatever's
how
wrong
Odin
with
died.
this family, it goes back a long ways.
Poor Odin. Alright. God dang it. Okay, let me out. Close up the book. We're gonna go back through the wall in the back. built 1937 by Finch. Okay, through the hole in the wall. Crouching. Milton had also been here. Okay, we're in the roped off room. Calvin and whatever this guy's name, whatever the other one's name. Calvin and Sam? Yes. Because Calvin's the one that died at like 7. Or maybe not 7. We can find out. At 11. And Sam had to share a room with him for 7 years. No! I don't want to go back in there. I want to explore this room and see what's going on here.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Alright, we got a little space helmet from Calvin, the 11-year-old.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Okay, we got a cast on the foot. I'm swinging.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore he'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready!
Coming! But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible.
I'm gonna fly off this
Maybe if I hadn't said that.
I'm gonna fucking fly off this swing into the ocean,
Calvin!
dude.
I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
Oh god, that's ran.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
I'm getting closer. Going all the way around.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Yup. There we go. He flew off the cliff and died. That's crazy.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Trying to go all the way around. Alright. Well, we got Calvin. Let's see.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Secret puzzle. To the next room we go.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Okay. So, want to see this portrait.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
I already figured that out. Thanks, though. Get back in the hole. We're going to Barbara's room. The child star. And here we have Milton again. So it seems like Milton maybe also figured out some of these family secrets. And then he went missing.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Well, she died at 16, so Swan, right? I don't know if that necessarily means she was in the production. Oh, I'm just kidding. Never mind. Never mind. Get back out.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Yeah.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Uh-oh.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Oh,
Now
God.
that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
Oh,
So
damn.
Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Oh.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Okay.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
Hey. Wind it up, baby.
And as she wound the key,
Hold
she
on.
listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Wow, they got the freaking Halloween music? That's crazy!
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Wait, I wanna... Yeah! Hold on. I wanna just smack everything around this house. I love the comic style. It's so sad that it has to be all this girl is gonna go die. But... Can I play pool? I'm not very good at it, I guess. Considering how I just keep freaking smacking them everywhere. Get in the hole. Yeah, let's go. I think I got an achievement for that. Alright.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hook killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
The table saw. I don't think I was... Where am I supposed to... This way. Looking for my man's.
It rattled and grew still.
People get stuck in those. People used to get stuck in those.
Oh dear!
Yep.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb,
Crutch.
can you see my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Alright. Let's see if I can... Ooh! Am I gonna, like, smack the shit out of my brother or something? Let's go upstairs. Roller skate, flying down the stairs. That's mine. So I'm a, you know, young, hip.
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and... was speechless. He was quite smashing. And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Out the window?
She thought about abandoning Walter.
Ah.
Just couldn't do it.
Okay, to the door.
Wally's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Okay, we're gonna go downstairs and beat him up. This is as fast as I can go.
The hook
Oh.
man had vanished.
He's gone.
She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
Okay, until she dies.
Saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Ooh.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Oh boy. So she got fucking like
He told me
mauled
all
to
Barbara
death.
wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Oh. So she like got mauled to death by her like fans. Okay, so I need to go find the music box again. I have to go back through the hole.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
I don't remember where it was. Fun fact. Oh, there's
Mom
my
must
hole.
have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Okay, so I'll probably get a key for there eventually, but not. Where was the music box at? It's dark. I can't see. Wait, I think it's downstairs.
It's funny.
Yes.
All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Where is it? Back in here? There we go. So just crank it. Popped out. With the basement we go.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
God, I can't see anything.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Oh God.
It
No,
turned
seriously.
out she was hiding a lot more than that.
It's a little bit dark.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Walter, 1952 to 2005.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
Sorry.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
1976.
If you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just
On 2005.
stopped.
So this is when he died, was in 2005. And now he's
Whatever
kind
that
of,
thing was,
he's got old man
it was
reflux.
gone. Maybe you got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
What is it supposed to be in that can? Like, is that like fruit of some sort? Like, it almost looks like maybe like
It's been a week
peaches?
now. The longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Alright, down into the basement. Basement. The sub-basement. Even deeper. This house is freaking gigantic for no reason. Well, a lot of people have lived here, that's the reason. It's an old house and a lot of people have lived here.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara. And Molly. And
In the
Calvin.
purse.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me.
And it will, evidently.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day.
I'm waiting for like a rock to fall off the cliff and just immediately kill
I
me.
can already imagine the sun on my face.
Oh god! Well, that one was rough.
Walter
Okay, so-
died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Whoa, alright. Okay, they are peaches. I see. I was right. Yeah, cans of peaches every single day.
I'm sure
Yes.
my mom was trying to protect me.
That's kind of sad. Okay, no, we're gonna go into the sub-basement and get run over by a train. Oh, God! A train. That was so... God, that was awful! Oh, no.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Oopsies, I'm going back down.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Peanut butter. Garbage hole. Let's crawl in, I
Trying to
guess.
bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two.
Maybe two, because the one of them is missing. Technically, he could still be alive. So I'm gonna pause here and look. So... I'm guessing... Dawn is the mom. Dawn and her husband Sanjay, maybe? Question mark? If that's how that works. Dawn had these 3 kids. And so, yeah, they're like, these three are kids, these three, these ones kind of grow in a line. Oh, man. The sounds just like thinking about these is like sad, you know, thinking like, oh man, Barbara would have been 3 years old when Molly died. You know? And like Calvin would have been 10, and he died 1 year after Barbara did. Eddie and Lewis died in the same year, 2010. Walter got hit by a fucking train and died. That's crazy there. We still don't know how Sam died. And we're trucking on outside. We weren't necessarily in order, because I went Molly, then Calvin, then Barbara, so it's not like I am going in order. But, and that's not even
I thought it was
mentioning...
time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
That's true. I'm a little... Okay, we have Walter's right here. Hi Walter. Yeah, 52 to 2005. His little sadness shrine there. Because we don't really have like a bedroom for him, because he's just down in the basement. But I'm gonna... Well, at least I can't get hit by a train. Let's follow the path.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
I'm curious what direction the game is gonna go. Like, is it going to be a supernatural game where there really is a
all
cure?
This just died with me.
Or some sort of curse, I mean, you know? Like, where there really is, like, a curse? Or is it gonna be, like, a metaphor for, like, mental illness?
Know about your family.
And the family, you know?
And the history you're a part of.
No, that's closed off. Okay. We're gonna head out onto the beach. I think. Because I don't think I'm supposed to go in there. That's just where those letters disappeared. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going this way.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Little, like, 10-year-old Molly believed that she turned into a cat. After eating poisonous berries. Go up the stairs. This is the way I believe. See, I will say. It's like I said, I'm playing right next to a bright ass window, and so when it's
look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness.
Yeah, I'm playing right next to a bright window, so when it's
Any of it seems possible.
When the screen is dark, it's hard to see because the light outside like totally just washes out the screen and I can't see anything. This is not the way. The swing, all swung up. We're over here we can go through. So, just trying to figure out. Expecting it to go like it's mental illness route. Sure.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Burpy, Derpy, and Derpy Jr. Chirpy, Furpy, Lurpy, Zerpy, Zoe, Coco, Tucker, Charlie, Daisy, Lucy. Illegible. No Molly.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Yep, Barbara. Oh man, she was exactly 16. It was her birthday. She was born on Halloween. We have Walter. Edie. Sven. Yeah, see, and Edie has the book. I wonder if these letters say anything if you arrange them. Well, then Calvin and Molly, who has the cat lying. She was only barely above 10 years old. He was only barely above 11.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
That's where the house sank. It's down there. I see. Just jump off. This is suicide. Okay. I walked along the path. So I don't know where I'm supposed to go now. Because I looked through the telescope. So, head back?
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Cousin Gregory. And Gregory was only a year old. If even, he could have been like...
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday. And find everything out for myself.
I'm up. Yep. We're going up.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
I'm pregnant? Wait, what? How old am I? I don't know. At least 10. I don't know what year it currently is, I guess. Oh, but that's interesting. I'm pregnant. So, I'm at least 10, because we know it's past 2010, so I'm at least 11. Anyway. Yeah, 22 weeks pregnant. And freaking climbing around on tree branches.
never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
There. Okay, so now we're doing Sam. I believe is who this is gonna be. Sam, 50 to 83. He was only 33 when he died. He was in the Marines. It's got a little ring there. That was the wrong button either, huh? Let's feel her up. We've got a collection of photographs.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
Trying, I'm not.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Like, I can't really. Nope, not that.
You're
I
right,
guess.
Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
No, I'm just taking pictures of shit. What am I supposed to be snapping? This bird.
Aw.
I don't know. What am I supposed to be taking pictures of here? Back to here? No, some seagulls. Am I supposed to try and follow the bird? I don't even know where it went.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Oh, picture of my dad.
Hold still while I take a...
Hey!
Hi!
That's a keeper.
Is it? That's funny.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Okay, so I'm looking for the child. Where's the child? There she is.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Dawn!
Oh god, I got a picture of her shooting and killing the deer.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
How do I get up? Hold up. Controls jank.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so...
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh! Oh no, it headbutted him off the cliff and he died. Jesus, well that makes the mom's like like story, kind of as we've been experiencing it, make a whole lot of
all
sense.
these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Literally fucking watch her dad get killed. That's crazy. Yeah, watch him get knocked off a cliff. That is unfortunate.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
But even that could not save him from the family curse or whatever. Look at the kitty! I was about to smack the shit out of something. Oh no, oh my god, it hit coming. Ah! Oh no, hold up. Okay. First wife who died. Where am I going? The store, maybe. No, the store's sealed up. Hold up. Oh my god. The hiccups are really bad. Back outside? I don't think so. This store. This looks totally safe to walk on. There's definitely not asbestos
After
in this
Sam
house
died,
right now.
my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Oh no! The baby! Gregory, the baby who died at like a year old. Okay. Here we are. Hi, Gregory. Hi, Greg. Oh! Okay, and Sam, I guess she didn't die necessarily. Oh, she divorced him. Okay.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Oh, no. I think I already know what's gonna happen to this baby. There's not, you know, when you hear about a baby that died.
He saw things the rest of us don't.
So that is why the wife divorced him. Because he killed the fucking baby in the bathtub. I'm gonna assume not on purpose.
Time's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie.
No! Unplug the bathtub!
Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like.
Sorry, the depth perception's really wacky. my bread.
Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Oh, they're gonna fight. Yeah. Oh, it's guiding me.
About the world he saw.
Oh no.
There's so much I don't understand.
Good lord. Okay, so they didn't divorce because of the baby? Because it sounded like they were having problems before. Maybe they like it was like the final straw, but it definitely they were having
But I know
problems.
what happened wasn't your fault.
She killed the baby.
I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
That one's rough.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Gus. Poem
A
for
poem
Gus.
for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Okay, I'm gonna... get this poem. That is freaky. Ah! Flying my kite right into the crowd. What is this? It's like backwards. I can't read it.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
So, Kay was their, like, birth mom, and then their dad, Sam, remarried someone else. I ruined the wedding. Flying my kite right into the bride. He never. So the dad. That is kind of weird. I will say the dad married a woman without this son here, Gus, having ever met her.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
I don't. Where's Dad at? Showing the finger.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
But again, like Benjamin Franklin.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. Thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power.
Yeah.
All my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Yeah, we love a A kid getting struck by fucking lightning. Or crushed by a tent?
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Yeah. He was about 13.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Oh, he looked like a 13-year-old boy in 1982. Right. We got 3 more to go. We got Mommy, and then we got 2 siblings. And then maybe Eddie, I suppose. It seems like... No, not really. I was gonna say, are we going through the years that they died? No, because Odin would be first. But yeah. We've got 4 family members left. We got Mommy, my 2 brothers, and then Eddie, who is clearly like a very beloved, like, grandmother figure. Gregory, Dawn, and Gus. Gus had a skateboard. Okay, we're going
My
around.
mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Dawn and Sanjay.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Okay. See ya. And she seemed to enjoy India. She built a summer building houses in India. Oh no, it's okay. Holy Bible. So, and I also did see the cross on the wall right under her name over there. So,
religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Oh, are we not getting into hers yet? Okay. Well, we'll head on back down, I guess, then. Because I don't think there's anything else up here for us to discover about dear Mommy Dawn's. So, good lord, having to climb a rock wall every time you want to go to bed sounds like a nightmare. Gregory, it's so sad to see, like, this stuff is so, like, not lived in compared to everyone else's, you know? Like, his is just, like, generic baby stuff. Okay, I guess we do need to go back up there. It's like, well, I also can't go through the door. I don't know, I missed something. Maybe it is Mommy Dawn time. Like, I don't... Oh, the pool. Well, I'm just... That just brought me back down here again. Back this way? I don't think so, really. I mean, maybe... Hold on, I gotta look around. Okay, well, it's saving, so I guess, yeah, we do go back, maybe. Go back a little bit. I just feel like this is not right. I don't think this is right. I need to go forward. You don't really go back, like, at all. That's this kind of game is not about like that. Well, technically, the whole game is about going back. We're going back through the history of the family, but no, that's not what I meant. It's like the story progression is very linear. Okay, so it just saves every time you go around. So it's gotta be something up here. Out the window. Out the window.
My mom moved
Okay.
to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
But to come
I'm
back
sure
to the
Edie was
house.
happy to have her back.
Gardening. Several different gardens.
And to see kids in the house again.
Man. So, yeah. Dawn.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Dawn tried to get out of it, I guess. She straight up moved to a whole different country to
And for
try
a
to
while, things were good. Almost
avoid it.
normal.
Okay, we're now in a little school. We've got cards with all the family.
But it didn't last.
Because
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Milton. Peeking through.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Paintings. Looks like maybe if I can somehow get up top, I can like slide back down inside. Or just going through a window. Oh, that's a ladder. I thought that was like another fireman that was going to come down from the top, but that is not it. It is a pulley rope. Milton. An artist. Let's see.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Oh, it's like a flip. Hold up, I'm trying. Oh, I'm trying here. Okay. He's painting. Got you. Magic paintbrush brings stuff to life. So he drew a door and finished. He just kind of disappeared.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
It's interesting. He's drawn very differently. Everyone else is drawn in a much more... I mean, obviously it's like a style, but everyone else looks more like realistic. And then Milton is very different looking. Oh my god. Okay. That's Milton. And see, now it makes sense. We're gonna go back down because there isn't really
Mom
any...
spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Milton had found in the house. Mom didn't want it getting out.
Hey, I gotta roll me around. We're gonna head up.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
This house is crazy. Like, they really had this kid living in a boat.
Louis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
I see. I see. Legalized marijuana. He's got some, interesting, oh my god. Jesus Christ. Looks like he had no personality other than, oh my god, it's everywhere. There's literally, oh my god. Okay, I also am seeing some pills of some sort. Institute of Psychology.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
Oh my god, that's too many fish.
His mind began to wander.
Did he commit suicide? Oh, I'm wondering. Or did he, like, accidentally get killed?
I asked him to describe it.
Oh. Okay,
He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth.
Okay, hold on.
He'd feel his way about.
I'm controlling the mouse with, I'm controlling his hand in the fish section with my mouse, and then I've got the keyboard
Then
controlling the guy.
Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
It's hard to control both of these things at the same time!
But he found something more. I worried about him then.
Oh, I missed the stairs. Like I said, oh my god. Like I said, it's really hard to...
Daydreaming at the cannery.
I'm gonna get my fingers cut off.
I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis.
Slapping the fish in the thing.
So I let him go on.
Till I cut my hand off.
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery.
He just like
But his
imagining
chopping was
himself
as reliable as ever.
to death.
Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet,
For fake?
were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
I can see the imagination is taking
He'd
over.
conquer a city, then immediately push on.
The imagination is taking over
New Louisville.
more and more of the screen. And I'm bad at driving. Oh my god!
St. Louis.
I get it. It's the point. It's hard to do
He
both
started
things.
drifting away from our reality.
It's getting harder and harder to do both. at this-
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Okay, grip on reality. So
In
beautiful,
Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a
beautiful prince. I like that the genders are
Beautiful
kind of swapped
prince.
for the names, right? We have beautiful prince and a handsome queen. You know, as opposed to like a beautiful queen and a handsome prince.
The prince was on his own quest for
Sinister serpents.
sinister serpents.
Oh boy. Ryan.
He followed the sound of his
Electric sitar.
electric sitar.
That sounds cool as hell. Oh, I'm running into the cliff!
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
Oh, I can't see anything anymore. It's
He
just
knew
the...
the world was all in his imagination.
Oh, there's so many fish! Hey, hold on, I'm trying. Whoa, this is freaking
But he was so
weird.
proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Oh, God.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
I'm married a handsome prince. Ready to go kiss him.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Okay, but now here I am.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Finch.
I still thought I could save him.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him. His prince waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
Kill himself. Fucking fish guillotine that cuts their heads off.
Then down his head.
And kill himself.
And the rest I think you know.
Fish
Mrs.
cannery.
Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Wow.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Oh. He would have been about 22 years old. All right, it looks like Eddie is the... Oh my god, I do that every time. It looks like Eddie is the last one. So that is...
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
Edith. Mom.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Happy 90th birthday.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time.
Just running the fuck
Maybe
away.
it should have come sooner.
Oh, so wait, we haven't seen how Dawn died either. Maybe, unless that's about to happen right now, maybe. And then Edie will be last.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Maybe both of them died? Because this is Edith. Dawn died in 2016. So it's at least 2016. I guess. So, Edith. Edith Finch.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
I'm tiny.
Or that Edie had a key to it.
Move a little bit.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
History of the Finches by Edie Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Wow.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
Wow, look at that. The water is
There'd
fucking
been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean.
gone. Okay, I guess we're going towards it.
They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know,
Oh yeah, I don't doubt
I've
that.
seen that house every day of my life.
I guess I'm playing as Edie right now.
But I never thought I'd go back to it.
Yep.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Oh, I'm lost as hell. Okay. It's like vaguely this direction.
I got turned around.
Oh.
For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
The baby.
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Am I
This
being
tunnel was
born
supposed
right
to be
now?
for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Oh no, is she... Oh, let's see.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Died giving birth. For Shirley Dallas, 1948 to 2013. Doing the baby pictures really. Thanks, Johan. See Johan's name in the credits. I wasn't quite paying attention, so I didn't see what he did, but thanks, Johan. The Edith Finch team, 2012 to 2017. And that is the end. The replay a story option is now available. Select Edith to play from the beginning. So now I can go back and check out any story that I want here. Alright. Yeah, so I can go ahead and pick what I want, and I'm picking that one. Let's start the whole game. Alright, well, that was a game. That is, dang, that was devastating. That hurt it a little bit. Hey, well, okay, I think that is gonna be it. That was What Remains of Edith Finch. And well, I guess there's a family curse. Everyone dies. Odin drowned. Eddie died of old age. She was a pretty old lady. Walter got hit by the train. Sam got headbutted off the cliff by a deer. Calvin flew off the cliff while swinging. Barbara got murdered by a group of fans. Molly, I'm still sticking with the Molly ate poisonous berries thing. I'm pretty sure that's what that was hinting at. I think that's what that was hinting at. She could have also fallen out of the window, but I am quite certain that holly berries are poisonous to human beings. And so I think that's what it was there. And then I think everything that happened after she ate those berries was death hallucinations. And then we had Gregory, who drowned in the bathtub. We had Gus, who was either struck by lightning or torn away by the storm or like hit by debris flying around in the storm. Dawn died of illness. Lewis committed suicide due to mental illness. Milton just kind of disappeared. Don't know what happened to him, I suppose. And Edith died in childbirth. And so then I guess the answer to what remains of Edith Finch is her child. So that was a good game. Good game. Very enjoyed. Only cried a little bit. Probably couldn't tell, but cried a little bit. So that was that.